Treating the lotus leaf to stay like this is very difficult. It's a procedure we have to do it, With the syringe, I have to pump pump the leaf, the stalk of the leaf with water, once in 2 hours and with some chemical also, so that it will keep staying like this. And now another leaf. I am fortunate enough to have a water body in my apartment, terrace garden. So whenever I feel like, when I see nice lotus buds coming in, I do a lotus arrangement. And if you can see, my sari also has got a lotus design. So as per Usha's request, she asked us to wear all floral saris. So I'm wearing a lotus design sari. So in Ikebana, this triangle is very important. Whatever we make, any arrangement, this triangle is very important. These three leaves make a triangle. And now to this I add a beautiful lotus flower. It's a double variety lotus with a nice green center. It's the latest variety which has come into market. And to this, we try to show always, all the aspects of lotus plant. That is one full open flower, one bud. Bud is always higher than the leaves. So this is one bud. And if the stalks, to give a support to the stalk. Sometimes these stalks becomes very, soft, and they tend to bend. So I'm giving a support to the stalk. And I'll add one, half opened leaf. It always goes with the bud. This is a half opened leaf, which always goes with the bud. If you anytime if you get a chance to see a lotus pond, you can notice all these stages of, this leaf. One opened and one fully opened. One flower bud. It is so fascinating to see all the different aspects of the lotus plant. Sometimes they don't listen to you. So we have to coax them and do some gimmicks. Gimmicks like giving the support. Today it is so hot, with that this stalk has become little, going this way and that way. Now this is the basic lotus arrangement. And to this I add little water plant, other plants which are growing in my pond. It's a grass-like thing, but little white tips it has got. So I'll add this here. So just I'll turn it around and see if, everything is okay. Yeah, I think in front, I need to add another leaf. So this is my lotus arrangement. This is the half open leaf, and this is the bud, and this is the full open leaf, and this is little drying up leaf. So all the aspects of the lotus plant, I'm trying to show it here. And this is the fully open lotus, and this is the bud. Thank you, ladies. This is my lotus arrangement. This I'm offering to the Almighty and to my Guru. Then we'll go to the next arrangement. So this is an arrangement, we have already made it. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Okay. This is a dried stick, which I have just put it. And with that, these are the regular garden materials which I have used. Because of this lockdown and all that, we are not getting any, this greenhouse materials. So only this, whatever is available in our gardens, we are using. These are the Ixoras. With that, I made this arrangement with a dried wood piece. Okay, and this vase is matching so well with the wood piece and the curves and the wood piece and all that. I think it's making a little touch of this white, giving a festive look. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We now know why we are so obsessed with floral arrangements. And you are very pretty. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Can I start my next arrangement?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these are the wild mushrooms, which I found them today when I just went out of my gate. I've seen these wild mushrooms growing on a dead plant, trunk of the tree actually. So I'm just little careful to touch them with, instead of touching them with my bare hands, I'm trying to put these gloves and touch them. Okay, these wild mushrooms, generally we see only the greenhouse mushrooms, but these are wild ones. In the rainy season, we find them. See the beauty of nature, the lines and all that. It's so well, all the beautiful lines and all that you can see. And this is the size of the mushroom, huge big one. And another one is a big one. See, the beautiful mushroom. So immediately as soon as I saw this, I felt like using this mushroom. So I brought it. And this container is a wooden bowl, which I got it from South Africa. So this style of using these mushrooms and vegetables is called morimono arrangement. In Ikbana, we call this morimono. That is, with fruits and vegetables, we do this arrangement. Here, we don't require any water here. Without water, all these materials we can use and make an arrangement, keep it on a dining table. Okay, and this mushroom, to show the backside of the, this beautiful lines, I'm just placing it this side. I haven't even washed the mud from it because I'm scared where it will disintegrate. And this has got a beautiful, the maroon color. This is the pineapple family. So I'm just, this in this arrangement, we try to use them without water, and all these materials, they last. Without water, they last. That is the beauty of this arrangement. Now, these are the pineapple family. So just to see this, I'll just move this little side. I always enjoy doing something always different, not the same old styles and same old material. So whenever there is possibility, I'll go and search for new materials and try out new styles. Okay, this is the inflorescence of bromeliad. So this color I want to use it here. So I guess the white mushroom, this is very stark and beautiful. Now the contrast is the black container. This contrast is beautiful. Okay. And here we can use the fruits or vegetables. But here I thought, since the mushroom is so dominating, I'll just use a capsicum, red capsicum I use here. So this is my morimono arrangement. And this is the banana leaf. And so this is for the dining table. We can make this type of arrangement with the fruits, flowers, and things like that. So thank you, ladies. This is done.
Thank you, ma'am. Never in our wildest dreams we would have imagined something like mushroom and pineapple together in a decoration. Really fantabulous. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. So now my third arrangement, just I want to show before that. Yeah. If you can see, focus change. This is a monochrome arrangement where I have used only yellow container and the laburnum, Vela flowers branch from a tree. And this is called a running iris. That is also yellow. So only yellow and green.
Yes,
the monochrome. One color brings out the beauty of all the materials. It's the seasonal flowers. Now everywhere this laburnum is in bloom. So I thought I'll use this.
एक बार मेरे को भेजाओ, मैं ग्रुप में डालती आप मत
And
यही फोटो में
now, I want to show you some non-realistic arrangement. Non-realistic means we follow the same rules as we have in Ikebana, but only thing is the materials, we don't use them in a natural way. These are the leaves of, bird of paradise. Can you see how long it is? It's taller than me. So almost 6 feet, 6 feet tall. This is called a spoon petal bird of paradise. These sticks I'm going to use for this arrangement. I like to play around with the materials instead of the regular arrangements. I always like to play around, and I want you also, it's like a child's play. You can also do whenever you want to have some fun. So here I'm cut them these. I have cut the long stalks into half. And these are the pin holders. And this is a rectangular vase, oval vase, which is used for linear arrangements. Very randomly, I'm placing these sticks. Here, I'm not adding any water because the shifting is a problem. It becomes very heavy, but you always have to, water, put water in the container before you place your flowers. Because for Ikebana, it's a living flower arrangement. It needs water. So here what I want to show you is, now we are all in such a situation where we are all locked up, because of this pandemic, corona, we are all locked up in our apartments. So I just want to show you in the apartments how people are, locked down. So these are all represent, the multi-storied buildings in our city, and how the people from the different apartments, how they are peeping out, how they are looking forward to get out of the apartments. These are called heliconias. These are beautiful flowers which are very hardy, and they grow with, if you have water, enough water, they grow beautifully anywhere, any soil they do well as long as they have water. There are so many different colors and varieties in these heliconias. This is one of the smaller variety, not the big heliconias, but the smaller ones. Usha has given me only half an hour's time, so I'm trying to finish before that. I want to share so many things with you, but the time is limited. Anyway, my colleagues Sharda and Rekha will be showing all the traditional arrangements. So I thought, let me do something different. This is a beautiful creeper, with these flowers. So I use this creeper to show you the lockdown condition. As if, all the apartments with people, everything is Pinsima. These flowers are little wilted. I'll trim them because we don't need the flowers here, just the vine. There, a bird of paradise leaves. So any theme you can take it and show, you can depict it through flowers. Any social themes, like, few months back we have done on the yoga day, we have done yoga bana, showing, yoga styles with flowers. I'm trimming all the leaves just to show the vines. It's a beautiful creeper. And to this, I add the same heliconia leaves. Just curl them up. Curling the leaves. This style is a linear style. We call it a linear style or one row style because they're all flat in one row. We call it one row style. One row style, I'm doing it in a non-realistic way. So here the vines are showing, that people are forced to stay inside in their apartments, and they are peeping out from the apartments. The heliconias represent the people, and these tall ones are our apartment buildings. I hope this makes some sense. Thank you, ladies. Shanta. This is done.
Never imagined the lockdown to be like this, ma'am. You've represented it so beautifully. Really, very beautifully represented it.
Yeah, I think it made some sense, I think.
Lots of sense, in fact. I'm sure all our audience are. I mean, look at the attendance today. We are 205 already on the Zoom meeting. I mean,
Oh,
people are enjoying from the comfort of home the beauty of flowers, what you're arranging, ma'am. Really beautiful.
So another interesting arrangement, as I told you, I like to play with, containers and with materials always, instead of doing the routine arrangements. So even the youngsters, they'll be inspired to see all these arrangements where you can do different stuff, in the framework of Ikebana, you can try many other arrangements. These are the leaves. The long Australian flex, this is called, like kevda leaves, but without thorns. Now I made a knot and a double knot. Double knot. And like a Saddharti's turban. So this is one. So another one. when you do this type of arrangements, you have to follow the same pattern. You know, as how you have folded the first leaf, all the other leaves also should follow the same pattern. The only thing is, a little problem is balancing. Balancing, you know, these three containers. You have to be very careful. These are my three lines. So you can see the triangle. Always I look at the triangle, whether, you know, the triangle is formed or not, so that the depths are seen. Here I am adding an extra leaf at the back, so that it gives more depth to the arrangement. And one here. Here I like to do just a leaf arrangement, but if you are not happy with that, if you want more flowers, I can add more flowers also. But I am happy with just leaves. These are the caladium leaves. My garden is now, you know, all the caladiums have come and they are looking so colorful in the garden with the red spots. So this is going with my containers also. These are the caladium leaves. Beautiful red spots. You try to cover the pin holder. You know, when you put the leaf, you just see that, you know, your pin holder is covered.
I'll go and
No, actually, many of them, they have many doubts like, you know, you choose the container first or the material first, you decide, how do you decide your arrangement? But I always see the material and then, you know, decide on my container and the style. But, you know, you can do the other way around also. But, you know, nature, materials, we get only according to their wish. You know, they bloom whenever it suits them, not according to how we want it. That's why I always listen to nature. This is the Mandeville creeper. You know? So actually, I like this arrangement to be like this, but you know, many people likes, you know, with flowers. Why I'm showing you these simple arrangements, so that, you know, anybody can make at home. The main idea of showing these things is we want all of you to do these arrangements at home, any simple way, whatever you have in your garden. You know, even the children will get an idea about what garden materials are, you know, because nowadays the children, they don't know what a tamarind tree is. How do you get tamarind? You know, many of them, they don't know what a neem tree is, and so many things they don't understand. This is the creeper. You know, it's a beautiful creeper. I'm just adding few flowers. You know, just trim the leaves because it shows the flowers well. I remember when I was, attending Sanskriti meetings, there used to be competitions regularly, like, matching sari, matching everything and everything from top to bottom. How many matchings they used to count and give us prizes. Like that, even we are doing flower arrangement, we are trying to match with the container, with the flowers, with the leaves and everything. So these I'm taking the shortest ones so that these lines are not disturbed. So I think this should do. So you can see from any side, these triangles, the triangles, they make, a very interesting. From all the sides, you can view it. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, Usha Bhagia and other members of Sanskriti. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.